Hi, welcome. It is Tuesday. Thank you all. Sorry, no, it's Thursday, the 12th. Thank you all for joining us. It is Qualita, Qualana, and Amoya, and we're going to get into our 10-minute topic today. Hope you all are enjoying yourselves on what's this, the second week of January? But I'm on the bridge. Well, my face is on the bridge. I'm not on the bridge. I can be driving on the bridge. But anyway, thank you all for joining us, and let's get into our 10-minute topic.
Our 10-minute topic of tonight is, if your child's father gave you money, would you take it as a child support gift? Well, I can go first. Yeah, I always take it as a child support gift anytime my son's father gives me money. Now, would I tell him to put it towards child support? No, I would just take it because I do think that he can pay the child support and give my son something extra. Now my son is older at this point, but I think the older that he's gotten, the more he needs. So and it can get very expensive. So yes, I definitely would take that as a child support gift. I put my son before myself anyway. So if he needed something, then I'm definitely going to use that towards what he needs. So I mean, and anything that I use is going to be for him. For instance, if I take that child support and I use it towards a light bill, that's still going to help him out because he's staying with me and it can be used towards the light bill. But overall, I do put it towards something that he needs.
Okay. So I think with this question, the question is whether if I received an
Child
additional
support.
a payment from my child's father that was actually for the support of my child, would I take it as the child support or a child support gift?
As the child support gift.
Okay.
Or a gift. Oh, would you take it as child support or a gift?
Okay. All right. So you answer the question.
Okay. So I would take it as child support because again, anytime I would come to my son's father, I'm always asking something for the benefit of my son. So I would take it as child support.
And the question came about because Moya shared an article. I think it was a ex-football player or something like that.
He paid
to play basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball.
And he paid $1 million, and well, he gave the child's mother $1 million. He wasn't on child support at the time, so then the child's mother went back, put him on child support, and then he had to pay an additional $1 million after that.
Okay.
So it was just gifts that he was giving the mom. I guess it was just gifts. Now he had to go back and actually pay the child support.
But didn't the article say she went down and said he never paid the $1 million?
Oh, something like that. Let me just read it, I guess.
Which was totally unfair. It wasn't right at all.
I don't think that was fair either. Yeah. Let me see where I found it. But I mean, I guess you can go as I'm finding it. I can't.
Well,
oh, here it is. Sorry.
Okay.
A former NBA player paid $1 million in child support. When the child turned 18, the mother took him to court, claiming she never received any money. He was sent directly to the mom. Well, the money was sent directly to the mom, not to the state. So it was considered a gift. He owed another $1 million back in child support.
Okay. So I would in two different scenarios, I would take it as two different ways. So the first scenario, I used to work with clients that would get child support or ask for child support or try and dispute child support. I worked on, both ends. But if we are in a custody and child support situation through the court, it's the onus is on that other party to pay through a system that tracks it. If you know that you're ordered through a court to pay, I would ensure that I paid through the court. So, I mean, too bad that's his loss, but is it morally wrong? Sure, if she actually got the money. But the burden is on him to make sure that there's a tracking system. You know, you can't just go around, if you're not married to the other person, you can't go around expecting the other person to be on the up and up, even if they're the mother or father of your child. So me personally, if there was not a court order in place, and if I had some kind of child's father and they had to pay child support and they were giving it to me as opposed to tracking it within a neutral system, would I say it depends on if that person is struggling in life or if he's rich. No, I'm just kidding. That's wrong. But I would be able to handle my own and take care of my own. But I would make sure that, yeah, they were paying their child support too. I want them to do their part, but I wouldn't go and say I didn't receive something that I did receive. And that's just a general moral code. Yes, I received something no matter what. I received it, fine, your debt is paid. But your debt is to the child, it's not to me, you know? So that's why I would say I received my money. Now, remember again, I'm saying the onus is on the other person to make sure they're tracking that, and make sure somebody else, a third party, has eyes on that.
So I can get that. I guess if you're not on child support, then the best thing, the best course of action to take is to keep a book, a notepad or something dating when you gave the child support, how much you gave the child support, and honestly, to have a paper trail. So all of those receipts, keep all of those receipts if you're not on child support. So something like this doesn't happen.
I
Yeah,
actually wonder if those, I actually wonder if, like you're saying, if you keep receipts, does that help you? You know, does that help your case? Because if you're not on child support, let's say if you're not on child support, and for some reason you get another girlfriend, and the baby's mother gets upset, and she runs downtown, can the male actually have all this, you know, all these receipts, and that could be used in his behalf? I don't know.
yeah, there's a way to track that if you're not on court orders, it's like a contract. You all can say, we came to this agreement here. You can't like write yourself out of your financial obligation to your child. You can never do that. But you can put in place a contract that you two agreed upon and say, I'm going to give you this much each month, and show the court that this is what was paid and this is the check that was cashed. It's right here. The proof is right here. You know, it's always good to cover your behind and say, I have the receipts. I got the receipts, you know.
So
So it's
then,
not better to do cash? Is it better to do money order or check
Oh, I wouldn't do cash.
or
I
Zelle?
don't even do
or-
cash for everyday life stuff at this point, you know. So if you trying to hide stuff, then yeah, do cash. But if you're not trying to hide nothing and you actually want someone to be able to track you and what you're doing, if you have some kind of obligation to meet, yes, put it in a paper trail.
okay, so yeah, of course, he probably never thought that would happen, but it did. And I guess moving forward, things like this, to prevent it, it should be a written contract, not even just a verbal contract, even though some verbal contracts are held binding in court. Right.
Yeah, oral.
Okay, but
Some are.
in this case, a written contract held in place if you're not on child support, because things like that can happen.
So
That's
and two, well, go on. I'll wait.
no, that's all I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, because that right there is just a whammy, you know, where you
Yeah.
spent over $1 million just to come back and say I never received anything. Morally, that is just wrong. Morally, that is wrong.
So what I was gonna say was the thing with wealthier people, they should know to be more careful if they're not married to someone that they share a child with, or just in doing general business with people, have to know that someone else may want more money, or they want some kind of money from you. So you have to be very careful with your actions if you are wealthy, because other people want some of your wealth. So be very careful and intentional on how you move. If you have a contract with someone, keep a paper trail. But if you have a child with someone, definitely keep a paper trail of what you're doing for them. Because man or woman, that person can come back and say, hey, they're not with me and they have this good life. I want the good life. I'm entitled to some of that money, so I'm going to get it by any means necessary. So keep your paper trail, especially if you're wealthy, just because other people have eyes on your money.
Yeah. Marcus said, I don't know what you're referring to, Marcus. You got to be more specific for me. Trendsetter said he shouldn't have to pay. She knew that was not a gift. And I definitely agree. Chris said it don't help your case. They start going forward from the time of the case. Money order is better. So yeah, definitely have some type of paper trail in order to not get got.
I think the child is the child over 18?
And this one, I would think that the child is over 18. It doesn't specify, I don't think, but I would think so because turned 18.
Wow.
The child
So
turned
that
18.
means that she wanted the money now.
Yeah, and that just does
That's
not
wrong.
seem right. I mean, in a case like that, I would think that she wouldn't get anything. It should be denied because the child is already 18. I mean, can you really go back that far? I mean, but I guess it's just not right at all.
It depends on the state you live in and all that. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. But yeah, he has to be more savvy.
He,
But shouldn't it be a set amount how much, I guess, each person should be?
Well, there's
each
a
child.
formula. There's formulas in place in states, or sometimes they're not formulas, but it's dependent on what the incomes and the other factors are that the parent has to take care of. There's not a set amount. There's definitely not a set amount, because there's different things that go into calculating a child support.
But I would think that when she goes into court, I would think that the judge would be like, well, you waited 18 years just to file. How come you didn't file sooner? So I would think like something like that wouldn't even, I mean, she wouldn't win the case, because why are you just now after 18 years realizing, oh, I should have asked for money for this, but let me go ahead and ask for it now. So hopefully he has some type of receipts. It didn't say that, it just said that she filed, that was it. So hopefully he has some type of receipts or some type of proof to showing that he did give money to this child. Because I mean, to me, that is just crazy if she's able to go back from the time that the child was born and say, I didn't receive anything. Why not file sooner?
It's
I
not
don't
right.
know. No, it's not.
Especially if you know you've already paid, you've already paid, but who knows? We don't know everything about this case, but to
Right.
me, if he did actually give you the $1 million and you got the $1 million and you got the $1 million, then why go and get another $1 million? That's not right.
Chris said some state is just tell you the child is 21, but even then, even if it's up to 21, if it was even further than 21 years, you didn't know that the child needed help. After the child turns 21, now you decide, oh, my child needs help. You got to watch who you had these babies by, I guess. Just watch who you have these babies by.
You
watch
said
who
the
you marry.
main point right there. You have to watch who you have kids by, because you don't know who's gonna run downtown and put you on child support or say you didn't pay child support. So
Yep.
that's the key. Watch who you having kids by.
Can make you or break you. Chris said maybe he wasn't making that kind of money back then. she waited till now and it goes forward. It doesn't matter. All right, well, whatever the case, I don't think it's right to go all the way back then. But as soon as he turned 18, then he started making that kind of money. I don't know, I doubt it. But thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in and who's watched. We definitely appreciate you. This one was a very interesting topic. If your child's father or child's mother, whoever is on child support, gave you money, would you take it as a child support payment or as a gift? If you watched this live, we definitely appreciate it. And if you want to go back and leave a comment and let us know what you think about this one, what would you do in that case? Even if you don't have kids, you can answer. So what would you do in that case? But as always, remember to build bold, build better, build brilliant, build a brother up, build a sister up.